To one and all, I am handling research methodology for this academic year 2020. Today, now I am going to talk about what is research. That means studious inquiry or examination aimed at the discovery and interpretation of fact, revision of accepted theories, or laws in the light of new fact, or practical application of such new or revised theories or laws. A systematic process of inquiry, the collection of information about a particular subject, the process of finding solutions to a problem, a voyage of discovery, an art of scientific investigation. Next, I am going to talk about what do you mean by research. Research is creative and systematic work undertaken to increase the stock of knowledge, including knowledge of humans, culture, and society, and the use of the stock of knowledge to devise new applications. It involves the collections, organization, and analysis of information to increase our understanding topic of issue. And same as research means, it is directed towards the solutions of the problems. It is based upon observable experience or empirical evidence. It demands accurate observation and description, and it involves gathering new data from primary or first-hand sources or using existing data for a new purpose. And next we are see that what is social research. Research should aid in understanding a problem and offering solution for the problem, while solutions for individual problems cannot be found out because of their heterogeneity. Solution for problem of group of human beings could be attempted. With some homogeneity of members in a group, it would be relatively easier to analyze and offer solutions for the problem of this group. Then, definitions of research. That means research is an organized, systematic, data-based, critical, scientific inquiry or investigation into a specific problem undertaken with the objectives of findings, answers or solution to it, etc. Next, definitions of social research. P.V. Young defined social research as a method of studying, analyzing and conceptualizing social life in order to extend, modify, correct or verify knowledge, whether that knowledge aids in construction of a theory or in practice of an art. Are you clear, student? According to this definition, social research involves application of scientific procedure of observation, analysis and synthesis to the social human phenomena with a view to test, modify and enlarge the systematic knowledge about social fact and social life, etc. Next, we are going to general characteristics of research. First one, it gathers new knowledge or data from primary or first-hand sources. It places emphasis upon the discovery of general principles. Next, it is an exact, systematic and accurate investigation. It uses certain valid data gathering devices. It is logical and objectives. The researcher resists the temptation to seek only the data that support his hypothesis. The researcher eliminates personal feelings and preferences. It organizes data in quantitative terms. Research is patient and unhurried activities. The research is willing to follow his procedures to the conclusion that may be unpopular and bring social disapproval. Research is carefully regarded and reported. Okay, and conclusions and generalizations are arrived at carefully. Okay, then scope and significance of research. To those students who are to write a master's or PhD thesis, research may mean a careerism or a way to attain a high position in the social structure. Second one, to professionals in research methodology, research may mean a source of livelihood. Third one, to philosophers and thinkers, research may mean the outlet for new ideas and sites. Fourth one, to literacy men and women, research may mean the development of new styles and creative works. Fifth one, to analysts and intellectuals, research may mean the generalization of new theories. And next we are going to methods of research. First one is, in the first group, we include those methods which are concerned with the collection of data. These methods will be used where the data already available are not sufficient to arrive at the required solution. Second one, the second group consists of those statistical techniques which are used for establishing relationship between the data and the unknowns. Third one, the third group of those methods which are used to evaluate the accuracy of the result obtained. And the last one is types of research. The basic types of research are as follows. Versus first one, descriptive versus analytical, applied versus fundamental, quantitative versus qualitative, conceptual versus empirical, some other types of research, etc. First one is descriptive versus analytical. It includes surveys and fact-finding inquiries of different kinds. This major purpose of descriptive research is a description of the state of affairs as it exists at present. The main characteristics of this method is that the researcher has no control over the variables. He can only report what has happened or what is happening. Most ex post facto research projects are used for descriptive studies in which the researcher seeks to measure such items as, for example, frequency of shopping, preferences of people or similar data, etc. Second, research is applied versus fundamental. Research can either be applied or action, research or fundamental, or basic or pure research. Applied research aims at finding a solution for an immediate problem facing a society or an industrial business organization. Fundamental research is mainly concerned with generalization and with the formation of a theory. Gathering knowledge for knowledge's sake is termed pure or basic research. Third, types of quantitative versus qualitative. It is based on the measurement of quantity or amount. It is applicable to phenomena that can be expressed in terms of quantity. Qualitative research, on the other hand, it is concerned with a qualitative phenomenon, that is, phenomenon relating to or involving quality or kind. For instance, when we are interested in investigating the reasons for human behavior, that is, why people think or do certain things. And qualitative research type is especially important in the behavioral sciences, where the aim is to discover the underlying motives of human behavior. Through such research, we can analyze the various factors which motivate people to behave in a particular manner, or which make people like or dislike a particular thing. And the fourth research types is conceptual versus empirical. It is related to some abstract ideas or theory. It is generally used by philosophers and thinkers to develop new concepts or to reinterpret existing ones. On the other hand, empirical research relies on experience or observation alone, often without due regard to system and theory. It is data-based research coming up with conclusions which are capable of being verified by observation or experiment. Last fifth research types of some other types of research. All other types of research are variation of one or more of the above stated approaches based on either the purposes of research or the time required to accomplish research or the environment in which research is done, or on the basis of some other similar factors. Research can be field setting research or laboratory research on simultaneous research depending upon the environment in which it is to be carried out. Research can as well as understand as clinical or diagnostic research. Such research follow case study methods or in-depth approaches to reach the basic causal relations. Thank you students. Thank you one and all.